Hi everyone, welcome to Data Labs. I am your host and host Madhur. Today in this video I will be briefly explaining the query execution order. When we execute a query, the SQL or database engine executes the part of queries in a defined order, which is the query execution order. Query execution order is important to understand to fire the queries without any errors. By knowing the query execution order, we can reduce the amount of data to be processed and execute high performing queries. The order is as following: from, where, group by, having, select, order by, and top. First and foremost, we have from clause which determine which table or tables do we want to fetch the data from. These also include the table joins. Next, in the execution order, we have where clause wherein we can apply filter conditions and retrieve only the required data. After this, group by is executed to group the data based on the values in one or more columns. Next, having is executed to filter on the grouped records created by filtering on some aggregate results or on some values. After this, the SQL engine selects which column or values to be displayed by executing the select statement which have the list of columns. If we have applied the group by on some column, then only those columns can be chosen in the select query. In the select statement itself, we do the column aliasing as well. Next in the execution order is the order by clause to sort the data in ascending or descending order. And lastly, the top or limit clause to get the result of certain limited records. Just take a note over here that as selecting of columns is done after group by, I hope it makes sense that why we can use only the columns in group by clause as columns in the select statement. If group by clause is not there in the query, then any column can be used. But if group by clause is there, then according to the execution order, only group by columns along with aggregations can be used. Also remember that as aliasing is done in the select clause only, so the aliased column names cannot be used in where, group by or having. It can be only used in order by. Let's understand the query execution order with an example. We will fire a query with all these SQL clauses and understand the execution order. We already have the table employee created with columns employee ID, first name, last name, department ID, age, email, and salary. Firstly, let's fire a query without group by and having. Let's display employee full name, department, and salary for employees which have age greater than or equal to 30 and sort them by full name in descending order. So this query concatenates the first name and last name, alias the column name as full name, and also gives us the department ID and salary from the table employee, where age is greater than or equal to 30, and sorting it by the alias column name full name in the descending order. Let's fire this query. We get the result for only those employees where age is greater than or equal to 30, and it is sorted on the full name in the descending order. If you see, the name Venkat Rajan is at the top and Alexander Hernandez at the bottom. If I use the alias column name full name in the where clause, it will give me an error. Let's try doing it. Let's add the condition the full name is equal to Sophia Miller. Let's execute this query. The query gives us an error, invalid column name full name. We cannot use the aliasing column name over here in the where clause, and that's the reason of the error. And that's because of the query execution order. In the query execution order, the where is executed first and the select is executed after that. The full name can be only used in the order by, as order by is running after select in the query execution order. Let me revert back to the previous query. Now let's fire a query with group by and having. I will open a new query. We will fire a query to find total salary per department for employees greater than or equal to 30 years of age and only for those departments which have 2 or more employees, and sorting on the basis of department with highest salary at top. We will fire the query as select from employee where age greater than or equal to 30, group by department ID, having count of employee ID greater than 2, and then we will mention the columns over here: department ID, sum of salary, as total salary. Then we will order by total salary in descending order. I'll shift this part of the query to the next line. Let's fire this query. So here we get the resultant data ordered by the total salary, which is the alias column name, and grouped by department ID and giving us the result of total salary for each department. The department ID 104 is excluded because it does not have employees greater than 2. It have only 2 employees. And also while execution, the age filter have been applied. This is a total salary for the employees having age greater than equal to 30. I hope with this you should understand the query execution order. If you have any questions or queries, please post them in the comment section. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. That keeps us motivated to create more such content for you. You can also go through my other SQL tutorials. The link to the playlist for the tutorial is there in the description below. Please provide your feedback, suggestions, and also mention if you want any special topics to be covered in the comment section below. See you next time.